Heritage values are two fascinating concepts that reveal high dependency. Heritage values refer to the values individuals or groups convey to heritage. So in fact, heritage would not be heritage without values. These values put selected resources in the spotlight by being listed as heritage. They also help these resources to grow their chances to survive longer, as often heritage is conserved to benefit present and future generations. But there's always a but. There's something quite tragic in the relationship between heritage and values, just like in those classic romances. You see, A, not all resources valued by society and listed as heritage, and B, not all resources listed as heritage are valued equally by everyone. Why, you might wonder? Well, let's review one statement at a time. First statement. Not all resources valued by society end up listed as heritage. There are three key reasons. First, heritage was defined as a selection of resources, public and private, to be conserved for future generations with public funding, while other resources can just be destroyed. Even if this selection has grown over time in nature and size, it still remains a selection, an exception to the rule. Making it no longer a selection would probably mean that heritage and its links are no longer needed. All resources could be conserved and not simply those valued as heritage. Second, when convenient, society can smartly avoid listing its valued resources as heritage. They keep the freedom to choose what and what not to conserve without consequences, even if it means funding its conservation without public support. Third, the processes to identify, list, and conserve every valuable resource as heritage remain partial in pace, resources, scope, values, and/or involved societal groups. Such partiality disables a probable conclusion: all resources may be valuable and therefore potential heritage. Society is yet to reveal its values. Second statement. Not all resources listed as heritage are valued equally by everyone. Again, there are three key reasons. First, environment such as events, transitions, socio-historical circumstances keeps evolving over time and space, which can influence society core values. Therefore, present generations may convey values to precisely the same resources, either broader, narrower, different than those conveyed by the previous generations. Second, society is multi-layered in societal systems and consequently also in values. Heritage is often listed with one narrative, scholarly titled as authorized heritage discourse. Due to its scope, it remains partial in either interpersonal, organization, community, and/or society values, and tendentially positive. Third, individuals also change over time and place. We grow older and wiser, at least in theory. So thanks to our nature, genes, character, and nurture, knowledge, education, experiences, we value differently over time. We may also forget or remember differently what we once valued, as sometimes memory can play its tricks on us. In short, heritage and values clearly have strong predestination to fail. But should we really give up on them? Surely not. Back to my allegory of the classic romance, most of us might rather long for a happy ending, not a tragic ending, as Romeo and Juliet, right? Okay, so how? Well, by influencing what society chooses to conserve for present and future generations, these values are actually the key to revealing how far we are from achieving or failing the Sustainable Development Goals. Not all values accept the same level of conservation. Some are more open to change than others. Assuming every resource could be heritage, finding ways to reveal its values is critical to avoid destruction. However, that is not easy, as values are not visible, nor may they be conveyed in the tangible attributes of such resources. They are conveyed by society, and only society can define them. Even when we walk through a conservation area, the focus of our attention is all but innocent. We tend to focus on what attributes we perceive as valuable and why. Our focus is shaped by what we know and how we feel. This may, but do not necessarily match the heritage values. That is why it is highly recommended to apply mixed methods and sources, and if possible, create an interdisciplinary team or a peer review panel. Without them, one cannot fully capture the diversity of values either conveyed or inherent to such resources. Theory and international policies already endorse this broadening of values. Practices in heritage listings, however, remain quite sectorial. The few willing to make the difference are either blocked by legal frameworks or disciplinary teams, making the needed change possible, but so far slower than needed. To sum up, I hope this introduction to heritage values raised your awareness of the dynamic and diverse nature of heritage values, the importance of further developing research and practices to better work with them, not only of the resources already listed as heritage, but also for those to come. Thank you for watching.